know if that's going to be the last time that I ever perform. I don't know what's actually, factually going down. All I know is I just got to keep trusting God. All I know is not to be afraid. Because when you're afraid, you're essentially a slave. I'm a slave to these traffic laws. You know, that'd be nice to not have traffic laws in heaven, right? Dude, when I was in South Carolina with Judson, when I was in the ocean, I was so happy, man. Like, I just felt so close to God. And then Judson told me that there's like no ocean in heaven, and I couldn't stop crying about it. Because I felt like I waited this long to realize that like the ocean made me this fucking happy. And you know, when you're like a mental ill, you live in your head a lot, if not all the time. And sometimes I do regret that. I regret being that way. And I wish that I were more outside. But if I were more outside, I wouldn't be the person I am. So I have to keep that in mind. I am the way that I am for a reason. God wants me to be this way. And God knows how hard it is too. God knows how much I cry. And I'm not playing victim about it, okay? He knows that it's very difficult to be an inside person with a society that insists on pretty much worshiping everything on the outside, you know? Like, keep in mind, whatever's inside, that comes from God. You know, all this outsider stuff, like material possessions and money and all that, you know, that just takes us away from the sunlight of the Spirit. We can't experience God and all of His greatness when we're living in that world. Which is why they infiltrated the church. Like, it's so weird, like, reading about the rapture. Because I'm like, dude, I'm pretty sure all this stuff has already happened. It just keeps happening over and over again. So that's why, like, when people say, oh, this is going to happen, like, next week or next month or in 10 years or 50 years, whatever, I'm like, dude, like, wouldn't you say that a lot of this stuff is allegorical? I don't want to, I'm not right about anything. You know, like, even though the technology and stuff, like, I can claim that I know more than everybody else about it, but I really don't. You know, I don't think I have to try to be humble, but it's like, I know that any information that I have that I happen to be right about in any kind of way, that's information that God gave to me, and I just happen to listen to Him, you know? Like, a lot of people, they just don't listen to the voice of God. Or maybe they hear it and they would rather listen to something else. Well, I used to listen to a lot of music. And that music really, really inspired me. I still listen to a lot of music still, but, like, it wasn't until I started creating my own shit that I started to feel a lot better. Because I wasn't just living in somebody else's world. I was living in the world I was creating. You know? And yeah, they don't want people to know that you can be in God's world. And are you letting me go? What are you doing? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know you can't see me wave because it's dark. But just know that it happened. Thank you again. You still can't see me, but it's the action that matters. See, God saw that. God saw that hand wave twice. Y'all saw it, but this ain't about you. Okay? Yeah, I just don't ever want to get in over my head about any of this stuff. Because, I mean, y'all saw me crying. Like, I'm that emotional about everything. So, but I do get really, really sad. Like, so sad that it's fucking epic. I get really sad, you know, when I think about the state of the world and the youth and just how fucked everybody is, you know? It just really, really disheartens me, man.